Hey everybody, welcome back to the riff of the day. That's right, man. So today I got asked, because people saw my video on the KSR Ceres. It was a tough video, right? Because we can all see I struggled with trying to get a sound that I was happy with in drop C sharp with the 6-string. And I wanted to use kind of the same tuning and same string for all the preamp pedals that I was trying. It's not a bad pedal. It's actually quite an amazing pedal. But where this thing shines is after I did that video, I was really bummed because I really wanted this pedal to, like, when I played, everything be super awesome with it. And that's just not the way it was, which is okay. The pedal's really good, all right? I can tell you that. So I'm going to do this little video here with a Jericho 8-string, tuned standard for 8 strings, which is F-sharp standard. So my clean from my Seymour Duncan Power Stage. What's awesome about the Ceres is you can color that clean signal. So put that up on the clean switch. Now we get the whole. So smooth and buttery. Very clean. Alright. So that's just a nice little touch that most preamp pedals do not give you. You're not going to get that from most preamp pedals. It's just not going to happen. Sorry. It's kind of the way it is, right? We can agree on that. You're not going to get that sweet, buttery, smooth. Just sounds good. That I'll say forever, I am way impressed with. All right. Like I said, almost every single preamp pedal on the market does not give you that option within the preamp. So I'm not going to turn any knobs. I'm just going to, just because I thought it was funny, so I hooked it up and I just couldn't believe it. So I dialed in the sounds for what I thought was going to be good for the 6-string, for as good as I could. I just plugged the 8-string into it, and I was like, holy hell. This is where this pedal shines. All right, you get your extended range instrument. So it's nice and tight, right? tight. It's just super good. So, like I said, super tight. Also, I will say, I borrowed this from my buddy Anthony Best, and he bought it at NAMM 2019 off the floor. This could be special and not like the production models. He was telling me that he doesn't know if it's the same as production models because he never really asked. But for extended range, this thing just slays. That is the white channel, which they call the lead channel. Which is weird because I think that sounds more like a rhythm channel and the rhythm sounds more like a lead, but I'm a fucking idiot, so it is what it is. So we're going to go there to the rhythm channel, which is a lot more beefy and a lot more violent. So let's put there. It's also known as the blue channel. So you get that. It's a little bit of sloppiness there, which I think that should be the lead channel because you see, that to me should be the lead, because if you go back here, you lose that buttery thing, and it becomes very I mean, I felt bad. You know, you can go watch my review I did with the 6 strings. With the 6 strings, I didn't have the same experience I'm having with the 8 string. With the 8 string, this thing just slays. This pedal is perfect. Like, literally, I didn't change any of the knobs. I went from where I had it with the 6 string. So maybe with some more time. It's hard when you do these reviews because I don't sit with them and tinker with them and stuff. I literally, when I do the review, I want to have it so it's like as if you're taking this piece of gear home, plugging it right in and going after it, right? With any time, with computer fuckery and stuff, you can make something that doesn't sound good. I have been victim of buying pieces of gear that are just absolutely hyped up pieces of shit, or just hyped up. They're not like the garbage. And by no ways is a KSR garbage. Their stuff is top-notch, brilliant stuff. Kyle Rhodes really knows what he's doing. That boy is brilliant. And the KSR series is no slouch. So yeah, I know someone's on it. Dude, just let us take a look at it. All right, yeah, sure. I probably should do that, right? Okay, let's kill the power on this shit. So I can unhook it. Alright, so this is what you got right here. Isn't that pretty? If you step on this, you go to the blue channel. Step on this, you go to green, which is the clean. Green, clean, almost rhymes and shit. Go back to that, you can go back up to that. So yeah, as you can tell, there's an annoying light's not in the way. Let's just kill the power on that. Kill the power! That's what you got. You just got tons of stuff, man. Tons of stuff. All kinds of options, right? The back, you got plenty more ways to hook your shit up there. In its sense, it's a very simple pedal, but it will give you tons and tons of options. In my opinion, I think this is more an extended range pedal. For what I do on a 6 string and how I like my tone palette to be, this did not do it for me on the 6 string. On the 7 and 8 strings, with the down tuned and the 6 string that I have tuned to drop B and drop A, those were awesome. But as far as like standard tuning, this didn't really do it for me. Low tunings, extended range, this thing's a monster. It really does sound good. It's expensive. You know, you're gonna drop some coin on it, but really at the end of the day, what you heard is me using this pedal going directly into the Seymour Duncan power stage that goes into my 2x12 cab. That's it. There was nothing. I'm not using a computer to tailor the sound. I'm not using an overdrive pedal to tighten things up. I'm not using a noise suppressor to get things up and going with that. Literally, all there was the KSR Ceres plugged into the Seymour Duncan power stage, which goes into the 2x12 cab. Use curling cables for all the cables that hook up. Why? Everybody's always asking, what do you use for cables? I use Curlin. One, they're a great company. They treat people awesome. And it's high quality stuff at affordable prices. You know, so why not support them? They're a small company. They do people right. But yeah, this right here. This is why we're here, talking about this. If you go and watch my 6-string review, which is really long, it might seem like I'm not talking very favorable about it. It's not that I'm not talking favorable about it. It's just for other preamp pedals on the market, for what I do with a 6-string, just do a little bit better. But with that said, I like to cover a lot of things. I'm a bit of an asshole about it. So if I hook my precision drive up to this, I probably could get the sound that I wanted for the 6 strings and then turn off the precision drive. And this thing right here, if I have a noise gate hooked up, if Glenn Fricker would hurry up and get me my cock blocker, probably would be all I'd need for this. This is super clean. The extended range instruments, it really, 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 really shines. And it just goes to show when you're trying something, like when I did it with a 6-string, it really wasn't my jam, but with the 8-string, this is my jam. So you definitely should try stuff. Definitely don't make your choice based on somebody's review. Now, luckily, I have a friend who owns one of these, because I did contact KSR to see if I could borrow one, and they would not. They didn't answer my fucking email, which is a bummer, but I get it. I'm a small YouTube channel, and I have opinions, and sometimes they're not the best, but I always try to look at it not just for my own thing, like I tell people, this is high quality, extremely high quality. I was pleasantly surprised after my experience with the 6-string. It's not that it wasn't bad, I just wasn't getting what I wanted out of it. When I plugged the 8-string into it, I instantly had everything I wanted in it. So, pedals, that's why they have pedal boards, not just a pedal. Like, if this I'd love to have for my extended range instruments. I'm not going to lie. Maybe not in baby blue. But Anthony's crazy. He even got stuff in orange, which after a while you start to look at that orange stuff and you go, that's pretty badass. But for the extended range instruments, I'd love to have this on my board. And then have something like the Rev G4 or the Friedman BEOD for my 6-string. I use a Boss MS3 switcher on my pedal board, so I can do anything I want. I can save patches and change things around. So I can have my noise gate, I can have my precision drive where I need it. Yeah, but anyhow, this string right here, like I said, I'm sorry if you watched my 6-string review and you're like, oh, then you see this. If you play extended range or you tune low, this right here is ridiculously perfect. So, just goes to show. You got to really try stuff. And I could probably get it to sound good with a 6-string, but like I said before, I just want to plug directly in. When you see me do stuff with it, like when you saw this thing with the 6-string, that was the very first time I ever experienced this. I plugged it in. My testing it was, the first time I ever plugged it in was live on film. And that's how you get my video. Why? That's how you get the true, honest look at a pedal or any other piece of gear. You want to sit down and you're only honest the first time. After that, and you start forming opinions. Like I have an opinion now because I've played this and I plugged in the 8-string. So my opinion is, for a 6-string, this isn't my jam. But for extended range and low tunes, this is my jam. That's an opinion I formed over playing this yesterday and then playing it today with the extended range. I was like, damn, that's a whole different experience I'm having. So kudos to KSR. I don't know if this is actually meant to be just for low tunes and extended range. I would say not, because it's based on their Ceres amp. And I've played through a Ceres amp. That's why I was a little shocked that this didn't quite do what I needed to on a 6-string. The Ceres amp I played through was just a banger. It was fucking phenomenal. So yeah, anyhow. Got itchy nose. Didn't want to raw dog itch my nose, touching Anthony's pedals with my booger fingers and shit, But anyway, thanks again to Anthony Best for sending me all these pedals that he owns for me to try out, because, these companies, they don't give a shit about small YouTube channels. Well, Rev did. Rev gave me a pedal to try, and that was pretty cool, but I didn't even want him to give it to me. I just wanted to pay shipping so I could try it. But anyhow, if anybody knows any information about NAMM pedals versus production pedals, please leave it in the comments down below, because I'd really like to know if there's a difference in production versus a NAMM model, because a lot of people talk differently about this than I do, and I was surprised. Usually once the first couple people, you got those guys that got a million regular subscribers, they've done their video on this, and again, they run it through a computer and pretty it up for everybody. I don't, but you're hearing straight-ass audio from a cell phone. Granted, yes, I have a good cell phone that has an audio filter in it, and it catches it pretty much. The sound of the room is what you're getting. And I don't edit shit. If I was to sneeze right now Anthony would know I sneezed on his pedal because I'm not editing it out. Granted, if I did sneeze on his pedal, which, by the way, if Anthony's watching this, when I'm done with these, I actually wipe them all down because of COVID, you know. Just make sure that, you know, I'm not sending something unbeknownst to me to Anthony. But anyway, check out Anthony's channel. I'll leave a link down in the description thingy down there. And I'll also leave a link to KSR. Definitely should go check these guys out. Never take my opinion. I'm an asshole, and I look for certain sounds. Like, I hear the sound in my head that I want to have come out of my instrument. Doesn't mean this is garbage. It obviously isn't. Like, with that 8-string, I'd love to own one of these. As a matter of fact, probably keep an eye on the used market when finances go back to normal, and I'll probably buy myself one of these. Just because the experience I had with the extended instrument is probably one of the best. It just slays. It just epically slays. And I love that you got 2 channels, and I really, 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 really love the clean. That's a nice touch. That's kind of what makes it better than a couple of the other ones I have, is I got to tailor my clean. Because with the power stage, it is what it is. You got to set it kind of at a happy medium for the clean, and the crunchy. You got to kind of find where you can live in both worlds. This helps tailor your clean. So I was able to take the clean on the Seymour Duncan power stage, make it so the chunky was good, and I dialed in my clean on the Ceres. Very awesome. Great job, Cal Rhodes, on this. And like I said, if you're seeing this after seeing a 6-string, it's not that I'm a hypocrite. It's just with a 6-string, and I stand by that. It just didn't do what I needed it to do for a 6-string. But I will say, you can't say this is garbage. You cannot say that. It's high quality. The sounds are super, super, super boutique and clean. And if you like gain, there's more than enough gain on this damn thing. So definitely, like I said, go check it out. I'll leave a link to KSR's website down in the description. Go check them out. Watch some reviews. You can see people doing much better reviews than I do. And they're not as much of a dink as I am. All right. Very cool. Thank you for tuning in. If you are not a subscriber of my channel, come on, man. Subscribe to the motherfucker, would you? Dude, boy, a solid. That way, maybe some of these companies, because I obviously can't afford to buy pedals and guitars all the time, and I like doing reviews. Maybe these companies, if I can get some subscribers, would pay attention to me, and you can get kind of a different look at reviewing than what you're used to. All right. Later, man. Later.